Good morning, fellow Africans. I'm going to direct my message to all the African countries, African continents, the continent of Africa, the 54 countries that makes the continent of Africa. I'm going to direct it over there, but the message is truly for one country called Nigeria. And that message will go directly, and with all due respect, I'm not intending to overstretch my word or to say words that will offend anybody. But the truth, they said, is always very painful. So I want to come in the case of the NYSC girl. That girl, I want to play this very video. I know everyone has seen the video, but I want to go in a different way, I'm here with my own different version of what transpired or what took place on that very video. I want to say things and state things that maybe others have said it, but in their own way, but I want to say it this way. Please let us listen to this very video, as I want to lay the foundation a little bit. I will cut the video. I'll come over with it again before I finish this very conversation. Please.
Yesterday, I made a video talking about the Nigerian government and how terrible President Tinubu is, and I was crying in the video. So, 30 minutes ago, I just received a call from the NYSC board, starting with the secretariat before the LGI, and for the secretariat, for the NYSC secretariat, I'm going to attach what she said, some of the things she said, so you guys will hear. I wasn't insulting the president, ma. I was only asking for accountability.
Pull down that rubbish you put there.
Ma, are you threatening me?
Pull down that rubbish. We are not talking to your mate.
Ma, she called me and she was shouting and she was threatening me to take down the video. And in my first mind, I'm like, wait, how did they get my phone number? And then I realized that every NYSC corper has to fill a file with your phone number and your address. I'm like, these people actually have my house address and they know where I'm staying. And now they have started calling me first to threaten me. It is so bad that you can't even just speak up about the government because they feel like they have chains to hold you. You're already calling me to threaten me. And I will literally attach what she said so you guys can hear. She was telling me that I was insulting the president. I never insulted the president. I said he's terrible. That is not an insult. It is a statement, and I did not go on and start saying, oh, Tinubu, you're this, you're that. I just said he's a terrible president. And it's okay for a body to identify that, okay, this person is actually terrible at their job. So why is it a problem that the NYSC government, NYSC secretariat, or NYSC board will call me to threaten me? Like, why is that okay? That I can't speak up for something that is directly hurting me? Why is it okay that they will call me to threaten me on the 24th?
Okay, guys, like I said, I'll be playing the video and cutting over the video to say some things in between the video. Now, if Nigeria was to be a country where people are straight, where people speak the truth, you all know that I'm the last person that will come and start talking down on a president, a seated president, or an exited president. I don't do that. But let us call a spade a spade. This very girl, if it was to be an exposed country or a country that has accepted that they have seen the war or they have traveled out of the country before, this girl would have been a hero or a celebrity. This is what they call celebrities. These are people that people that have the voice to talk on behalf of others. Are people that you can call a celebrity. Are people that people should be celebrated. I'm going to tell you guys a story about a young captain in the Navy that sent a message to President Donald Trump. A captain that's a young lady of about 28 years old sent a very strong message to President Donald Trump. The whole country was shaking. People of our own, that's in the Navy, they were afraid. How can this little girl, nobody has ever. But President Donald Trump gave that very girl an audience. That lady came. People were, that is, what do they call, that is, journalists everywhere. asking themselves question, what is she going to tell the president? This lady went and spoke her. In fact, President Donald Trump, for the first time, the journalist, that's the paper, said he has never attended to anybody before like that. Trump gave that lady a very special preference because he said that she has the voice and she has the boldness to wanting to see him for the first time, somebody of that very caliber. Nobody expected it. If this lady was to be, if this lady was to come from maybe Europe or any other part of the world, even this small Burkina Faso of yesterday, if this lady was from Burkina Faso, that is how much I can tell you people that I have upgraded Burkina Faso and even Mali more than Nigeria. I'm sorry to say this, but I have to speak the truth. I have to speak the truth. How can they go as far as intimidating this girl, saying all manner of things, forcing her to bring down the video? She said it out of her heart, to correct the wrongs, to turn the wrongdoing in the country to a right path. Everybody or people in the NYSC and in the government are against her. You see why I said I don't talk about the government, but in this very point, I have to talk about it. This very lady, they are supposed to call her an hero. She's, in short, she's an heroine. Somebody that people should talk about. Somebody that they should give that special preference in the country, because a lot of people are afraid to speak. You can see the pains in her heart. The first day I watched this video, I was crying with her. Here in the States, before a child leaves the parents when they are 18 years old, this is what is happening. This is what will happen. The parent must have kept some money, saved some money, and she has some money in her social security. She has from her social security, she will have some little money here and there to support herself when she's leaving the parents. Here in the States, from 18 years, you can leave, that's your parents' home. But here in the States, because of how things are, a lot of parents, they had prepared their children towards this very time. Some parents must have saved some money, those that knows how to run it, but those that does not have money, the children will just go out and start fending for themselves. And remember, in this country, before you leave high school, you have even started working here and there. Some students, even from school, they will ask them, do you want to work? Do you want to do some? They will ask them from the school, they can leave the school and go and do maybe 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours during school hours. They have started preparing their mind. The system will prepare the minds of these children that at some certain time, you start taking care of yourself. Yet, it is still very hard in this country. That is why some children, when they go out there and see that it is not easy to manage themselves, you see them fall apart. Some will start getting into bad behaviors and because they cannot contain it. This young lady here, people are calling Olosho. If this girl was to be a Olosho, she will hang her back and start looking for politicians. I believe that is what the country wanted. They wanted this girl to hang around in Abuja, look for money to go to Dubai and start eating nonsense from those people to make money like other ladies. But this very girl, she's a very good home training. She does not want to put herself into the markets. And she came out crying. You can see from the first video she made that she cannot take it. That she never knew that life is as hard as this until now. Now, they are forcing her to take the video down. You know why I made this video? I saw where Showore, I never accepted, I never liked Showore in any of his actions. You know why? There is this thing that Showore wanted to follow up with Nnamdi Kanu then. Showore just came up. When he came out, I was laughing. I said to me, my spirit was telling me that this man is not a serious person. At a point, he dropped Nnamdi Kanu just by the middle. And, you know, a lot of stuff. I just marked him as somebody whom you cannot take his words. That was when I started putting myself out of where anything I say about Showore, I will not take it serious. But I saw where Showore arranged some men and women to go with her to the NYSC office where they invited this girl. it touched my heart. Showere, you are somebody to reckon with. I'm sorry that I mismanaged my thoughts where you are. Thank you for doing this. But I want to put it across to you people, Nigerians. Do not do this thing that concerns this girl, as people used to do things and just drop it. Watch what is going to happen. They will turn at the back and start, they will want to bribe this girl by giving her job or contracts or whatever. Mark it down. The Nigerian government, we are very used to doing things not in the proper way. We are very used to doing things that they want to call this girl up, close her lips by giving her job or giving her an appointment or whatever. Watch, Nigerians. Trust me, I know what I'm saying. We had never, Nigerian government, Nigerian politicians, they've never done anything straight before. They want to close this girl so that the youth and people that are against what is going on right now will say, okay, they've settled her. No, if they settle one out of millions of children, millions of youth, it makes no sense. Just like what I said the other day. That's a video for another time. I will come out with that very video and do my own illustration about what I saw, that there is nothing straight in that very arrangement. Nigeria, we have come past that very era where we will come and say we are doing we are giving arms to people, we are doing youth empowerment and empower about some group of people, and that is it. Nigeria, we need factories, we need jobs. If there was to be jobs, this girl will not come out and start looking for job. She will not come out and start looking for money. From NYSC straight, she would have gotten her job. This wouldn't have taken place. So Nigerians, watch what is going out. Watch what will come out of this very girl. Don't drop this matter and leave it there. Let this be a channel, a point where everybody will follow up and see what the government will do about this. Nigerian government, President Ahmed Bola Tinubu, whoever is advising you is taking you to doom. What we need in the country, forget about all those promises that you make. Just open factories. The only thing that takes Nigerians, youth out of that country, all people out of that country, is to work in the factory. A lot of people with their qualifications, once they come here, they will start working in a factory. They will work some will work in a morgue, some will work in a small restaurant, some will work in a store. I've seen so many lawyers come here, they are not practicing. You can't practice. You must go to look for these manual jobs and do. You must go to school again. I've seen a doctor, and honestly, that doctor, if not I was the person, she has stayed here for 5 years, nothing happens. I was the person that directed her to how she can manage and get to the lawyer, this, that, because a lot of people were running out of, that is managing her or telling her the truth. A whole doctor coming here, she was doing what they call security in some Nigerians. We are wicked. We are wicked. Somebody lied to her that she should come to America once she lands at the airport because she's a doctor, she's going to get a job. That is a lie. That was a lie from the pit of hell. I've seen people that are lawyers. They come here after doing some certain little jobs. They now enter into what they call home health. A lawyer. Not a lawyer. Lawyers. Becoming home health manager, whatever, blah, 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 because of the country, because of the system. Let me not deviate from what brought me here. Showore, I love that movement. Nigerians, don't drop this very matter of this NYSC girl. Let us follow up this thing, otherwise they will spoil this girl by bribing, not that kind of bribe. They may give her a job, a good job, to close and seal her. Because they have seen the potential in this girl that if she gets into politics, these are the kind of women we want in Nigerian politics. These are the kind of people we want in Nigerian politics. If this girl venture into politics or work in a government office where they have to be accountability, you cannot beat her because she has that heart. She's a lioness. Let me play this very video again.
I said I made a video. Why can't Nigerians speak up? Why are they holding us in chains? Why do they feel like everything that we do, they have ways to control us? Let me tell you guys something, NYC board or whatever. If you guys have come together and you like, maybe you're not calling me one by one to threaten me, that's fine. You can do whatever you want to do. Because I know that you guys already have plans. The one that this one is calling me, the next person is calling me, that's fine. But now I'm putting it out here so you guys will see and you guys will know. NYSC, they have my house address and they are still calling me to threaten me. So in case anything happens, you will be very much aware where the problem started. Because I did not say anything I shouldn't have said. The Nigerian government are not doing anything.
My young lady, nothing will happen to you as in them trying to lynch you or trying to kaput you. They will not. The only thing that the highest that will happen is that they want to give you an appointment. And Nigerian youth, this is a channel that God has opened. God had, guys, NSAS, whatever, was for NSAS. This is what will give you people the voice. Everywhere in the world, they are interested in this very matter if you don't know. I'm going to bring out one video, and this video is one Australian lady talked about this very matter in Nigeria. People are interested in this. Burkina Faso just woke up one morning and become, that is what they are today. Nigerian, I am not inciting anybody to go and fight the government. Let your voice be heard. Because this very girl right here, they are going to call this girl and give this girl an appointment. When they give one NYSC member an appointment, how about the millions of NYSC members? How about the millions of the NYSC members? So Nigerians, this is the time for us to speak out. I am up here to tell us that if this thing here was to be a Western war, this girl will be somebody that the whole government will close their mouth and call this girl in and speak to her and start doing things right. You know why? Because they know that this girl is speaking the truth. In one of my videos, I have advised Uncle Tinubu, President Ahmed Bola Tinubu, that he should bring out a task force, and that task force should not be men that are corrupt. The task force should be women that are able, women that knows what it takes to run what it takes to have a child 9 months in your womb. Even if those that have not gotten that's children, especially like this kind of young girl, put them as a task force. Give all the market people, all the market union, this and that. Look, we are giving all the market people, all the union, 1 month to sell out everything that you have already. Sell them out, and every other new thing that you are that you are having in your shop should be sold with the new price. Nigeria should have a force that is a task force that goes into markets. Make sure they give this control price. Otherwise, Nigeria will never take shape. Otherwise, every day they will always say because of the subsidy. Because of the subsidy. Now, President Ahmed Tinubu, what are you doing about the subsidy? The subsidy that you took out, what have we gained from the subsidy? Nothing. Rather, things are getting worse and worse by the day. And this young girl coming out to cry that she cannot take it. She cannot do it anymore. What you guys wanted was for her to dress up and start following politicians. So that from one politician dies to the other. Then the next thing she will go to Dubai. Because that is the end result of every young lady in Nigeria. To Dubai to join that is the trend, to join the other ladies where they say that is the allegedly they will go to eat some certain things that is to make about $10,000 or $15,000, which is nothing. All to survive. So many of our young girls are in Libya. VDM showed the very video of these people that he went and met in Libya, is it Togo or Cote d'Ivoire? Our young girls are prostituting. So this NYSC member would have just finished her NYSC put on her dress, buy a ticket and go to Libya simply because she wants to make a living. So she cannot speak out. Now she's saying her heart out because it's the first time of her living her life by herself. Now to all the youth, to all the children out there, you can see from this young lady, it's not easy. Where your parents have taken you, the far as your parents have taken you to, remember your parents. Now this girl, there's nothing on this earth that will make her to stand and tell the parent, no, Papa, no, Mama, I cannot listen to you anymore, because she has seen that life, all what the parent went through to take her to this very stage of her life, she can't joke with it. So the point I wanted to come and make here so that somebody will not ask, what is she talking about? I want people to see, one, Nigeria will want to close her mouth and seal her lips by giving her a job. Yes, that is the system. If you have not followed Nigerian system before, let me sit down. Let me sit down and get that place straight so that you guys will understand. I wish I was on TikTok. TikTok would have been, I would have had a lot of people here listening to me. Nigerian system concerning this very lady, this NYSC girl, Nigerian system, this girl here, Nigerian system, what they will do tomorrow is that they want to give this girl a job. Then out of all the NYSC boys and girls, one will be favored because she has spoken. So if you guys keep quiet and allow it, in 2, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, trust Nigerians, nobody will talk about this girl anymore. Because at the back, they must have gone to see her. They invited her, which Showere, that is what prompted me to come and do this video. I saw Showere for the first time doing something that I liked. I repeat, Showere came up in the time of Nnamdi Kanu. We all remember Nnamdi Kanu. I pray that God keep that man alive. Because everything Nnamdi Kanu was saying, we can see it with our eyes. All are playing out. Nnamdi Kanu talked about this very regime, that it will come and that you guys will see. He saw it. That man is a prophet. People think that man is a politician. People think that man wants to segregate or want to divide the country. For me, dividing the country is another thing entirely. Everybody has the right to say, okay, for example, a child has the right to tell the parents, you are no more my parents. A child that you had with your 9 months, you carried in your womb for 9 months, had the right to denounce you as a father. So if somebody wants to say, I don't want to belong to this very place anymore, it's allowed. You are free to say, there are so many countries that are very small. Go to the map, Google it, that you'll see. But the point is that since Nigeria, we have not been developed to that very point to understand that you cannot force a man into a ship and start paddling, being that's a captain of the ship. The man you force into the ship will want to force himself as a captain too, because it is against his will. Maybe that man is a leader. Maybe that man is somebody that God said, you have a purpose on earth. You cannot force the man to be on your ship. So about Nnamdi Kanu and that no segregation, wanting that's the country, because one, Nnamdi Kanu said first, they should run the country the way it was run in the 80s or 70s, if I still remember. He suggested a lot of things, which they said, nobody came for whatever thing he was talking. No one wanted to speak. The same way Nnamdi Kanu was talking, this is the same thing this girl is doing. Nnamdi Kanu was saying the thing that is directly what he sees in the country, how the country can be fixed, how everything can come up so that everybody will be, that is loved, equally taken care of in the country. That was what Nnamdi Kanu was talking. Exactly what this girl is talking. But they want to seal in, nobody wants to listen. So Nnamdi said, okay, now let the country be divided so that we know that you can come to our country, we can come to our country, but we are the same people. That is the thing. And I think that was when Showere came in or something like that. I used to follow it very well. You understand? I love good leaders, leaders that can talk, leaders that has the voice, leaders that can say straight what they have seen that is wrong. Nnamdi said everything that is going on today. Yes. So when I see people coming to talk about what Nnamdi had said before, it makes me feel so sick that Nigeria, we are so pathetic. I mean, we are so fake. A lot of people that we are against Nnamdi Kanu are talking about what Nnamdi Kanu has said. Nnamdi is a prophet. Nnamdi said everything prophetically. Everything he said came to pass, had come to pass today as we are seated. Some people will come and start analyzing it as if they are the original person that knows about it. Are you getting my points? So, Nnamdi thing just came in because I want to talk about Showore. Showore came in that time. Something, I forgot what happened. I saw the video. My heart told me this Showore is a fake. There's something he's looking for. Showore was looking for where to be recognized again because he had gone mute, gone out of the system, gone out of the circulation. So because he came into Nnamdi Kanu stuff, Showore picked up again. People start knowing. That was what I told somebody. This man is coming for popularity. And it happens. Are you getting my points, guys? So, and it happens. So because of that, I stopped watching anything that concerns Showore. Now, I saw Showore this morning with this girl. Organizing people. I think Showore has gone into the right path now. Even before this girl, there's something else I watch which he's trying to do. I wish he's doing it from his heart directly so that things can be done right. This Burkina Faso man did something right. That is why people are everywhere in the world now. He's talked, he's the man everybody talk about. But we have such people in Nigeria. I'm not saying people should go and overtake the government, but people should speak. From speaking, it will call the attention of the government to wake up from their seat and stop every other things that they are doing with the finances of Nigeria and start directing the money into the right direction. That is my advice. Because Nigeria is a democratic, that's I wanted to say company, is a democratic, that is country. We are in democracy. Let us practice it properly. Are you getting my points? So Showore, if he's talking, every other person wake up from there. And especially this VDM that is talking, everybody channel. But people are busy doing jealousy. Exactly how they jealous Nnamdi Kanu then. This thing would have gone out of it if people have seen when Nnamdi said the country should be run the way it was run in the 70s. Whether they call it, that's regional government or whatever. You know, if they had keyed into that, we would have gone past this. Nigeria would have gotten up long time, would have been flowing everywhere, light and good road and seaport and everything. But right now, Nigeria is run as a jungle. Just the same thing Nnamdi used to say. He said Nigeria is a jungle, that where animals are living. Because this is the kind of thing that people are doing. How can a woman, an NYSC, that is a director or whatever, call this girl and start threatening her? Is that not a jungle kind of life? People no longer talk as human beings. I have never talked on the government before. Right now, I'm talking to the NYSC person. I'm talking to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Sir, wake up. This generation has changed. We are into that is, oh God. Let me tell you guys. You know what they call Avon? Is it Avon or Von or so? We are in a place that everybody knows everybody. Do you understand? Everybody knows everybody. So, sir, your advisors are not doing good. Before I leave here, because each time I talk about Nigerian government, I always bring my advice. It may not be popular, it may not be accepted, but it's the truth. Sir, if this girl is called upon and given a job, that will be the worst. Nigerians, Nigerian youth, Nigerian old men and women, wake up. This girl should not be sealed. They should not seal her lips. We should take care of her, look after her, watch her back, because nothing will happen to her. You understand? Nothing will happen to her. I trust the government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Nothing will happen to this girl. The highest that they will do, some politician will start putting their hands as if they are interested, as if they want to have her, and start, you know, luring her out of the way. Because they know that this girl will stand against their politics. This girl. Are you getting me? If they give her a job, they want to seal her mouth. Giving job to just one person will not solve the problem of Nigeria. Just like what I said in one of my videos, what Nigeria needs right now is factories. What Wike is doing in Abuja, that is not a factory. If you keep on building houses all over Abuja, is it rats that will enter that house? It is people that makes a country. It is the citizens that makes a country. And the citizen can only serve the government if there are jobs. President Ahmed Tinubu opened factory in Abuja. 4 or 5 factories. 4 or 5 in Akwa Ibom. 4 or 5 in Imo State. 4 or 5 in the north. 4 or 5 that's in Calabar. Open factories all over the place. Common thing like toothpick, we import it. It is imported. Common thing like toothpick. Madam Ahmed Tinubu, I was told that you are a pastor. God said that women are the problem in Africa. That the day a woman wake up and start advising the husband right, Nigeria or Africa will wake up. I thank God for Burkina Faso. I believe God has given him a good wife. When he told the wife his intention to do whatever thing he did, the wife was there's a woman that stood by him. That's why he's succeeding. So, Madam Ahmed Tinubu, your Bible, I don't know if you have started reading it. I said you should read the book of Esther. You should read the story of Deborah in the Bible. All were women. Mother of Jesus Christ that we all worship was a woman who accepted the job God gave to her to bring the Savior into the world. That was a good job. The highest job so far. Madam Tinubu, what are you doing? Children are crying. This girl cried. This girl, this NYSC girl cried. Your mind never go, oh, if this was my daughter. They intimidate her, you are in that house. You've not picked your phone to call the NYC woman and say, stop that which you have done. Call that girl and apologize. Madam, everything we do is in the presence of God. We shall pay for all the crime we have committed. No one is above God's judgment. Madam, wake up. I want to finish my video by playing this video again. We all know the story anyways, but then I want to show this.
I'm probably the only person online who shares every single one of my trades completely.
You are not the only person.
I live stream on
out. Scream. Let them know that no, you know, it's not okay. The power belongs to the people. It is those ones that are coming out to cry like this. She's even asking government to do something. That means she believes in government. The ones that have carried arms are kidnapping people, killing people that no longer believe in government. She will not carry her mouth and go and tell them that they should respect her age and not carry arms. It is the one that is law abiding that you people have the audacity to come out and start screaming at. Because she's NYC, you now want to use the NYC to punish her. All of us will be punished. You understand? If you try to do any rubbish to that girl, who simply is crying, and she's crying out the frustration of a lot of Nigerians. That's what people are going through. People are overwhelmed with bills.
Thank you. So this is my own submission. Nigerian governments call the NYSC woman. In fact, fire her. I am of the opinion that they fire that woman. Because the woman, she's not in love with the government. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, my president. I've always been saying, no matter how they said you got into the office, that's not my business. Because God told me that he allowed you into that office because of your wife. Then God is watching your wife because she will pay if she does not wake up and fix Nigeria. People said allegedly that you rig. I was not there. I am not a party to it. God did not say you rig. But God said there shall be no other rigging in Nigeria. That was the last one, if ever there was. I'm the one that added that. God did not say that was the last one. He said there shall be no other rigging. Because that rigging took life of people. A lot of people lost their life. Oh, thank you, Uncle P. Thank you. So I am of the opinion that the woman in the NYC, that's NYSC woman that called this girl to threaten should be sacked. President Ahmed Tinubu, do this and you see the nation waking up for you. Sack her because she doesn't like your government. She's the one that has dragged this thing to this very point. As she had that very news or that very, crying this in video from that girl, she would have called that girl secretly into the office and speak to her as a daughter. Say, my daughter, thank you, Uncle P. You want to come up? Please come up now and say your own too, because we have to say something about this thing. And tell her, my daughter, I can see your pains. Here in this country, if it was this country, yes, sacked her, yes, that's the point. If it was this country, that girl would be, that's a heroine. They will respect that girl. I have said how a young woman of 28 years old sent a letter straight to President Donald Trump. She's a captain in Navy. People were shaking. Donald Trump, President Donald Trump said, let her come. When President Donald Trump saw her, he said, you? The girl said, yes, sir. In short, if you see the video, you can see that to be a president is not a children's tea party. To be a president is just like carrying a cross on your neck. You will see a lot of things. You can present yourself and see any kind of disrespect from anybody, because to be a leader is not just for you. I want to be a leader. President Donald Trump listened to her. The whole country shook. And she went out with dignity, and they gave her a prize for coming to see that man for the first time. No other man, no other captain, no other, that is officers. From there, people started talking. A lot of officers now could talk. They can air out their mind. Those veterans, the old ones are the right one. You are right. Thank you, dear. People now started talking. So this is the time for all the youth in Nigeria to wake up and start talking. This is the channel God has opened. I suspect that they want to call this girl and give her a job and close her up. Young lady, don't accept it. If they want to give job that is to only you, how about the millions of other NYSC people? Because they wanted you to come and start wearing your clothes and start prostitution. That is with all these politicians. That's what they wanted. So I want to drop my submission. President Ahmed Tinubu sacked the NYSC woman. Number 2, open factories. What Wike is doing in Abuja, that is not a factory. That is Kolobi. He's taking lands, taking possessions, all those houses that he's building. It is not rats that will live in them. If you have factories and companies, good factories where people are working, engineers are working, it is those engineers that will acquire that house. They will rent that house. How many politicians do we have in the country? We have only 25% of politicians, while the citizens are 75%, making 100% of human beings in that country. So who is going to acquire all those houses? It is the citizens. President Ahmed Tinubu, my submission, open the 2 seaport that is in the east. Number 2, open factories in each of the states, 2 or 3 factories. Then something like common toothpick, we are importing it. We can start doing something like toothpick. We can do biscuit. We can do biscuit factory. We can do phone factory where they assemble phone. You can buy all the phone in China. They assemble it in Nigeria. They call it Nigerian-made phone. Look at what is happening in Burkina Faso today. Burkina Faso just opened a factory where they will assemble phones. Burkina Faso now, they are using their prisoners as farmers. There's no food you want in Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso that was deceived that they cannot grow food in their country. Look at what is happening. That small country. Just yesterday, Mali is the first country that are debt free. Every debt in Mali, they have finished paying. Nigeria, where are we heading to? The game is up. President Ahmed Tinubu, the game of answering yes sir to the colonial master is up. This very generation will hang every old politician in the neck. And President Ahmed Tinubu, I don't want you to be the one that carries it. Because I like you as a person. You know why I like you? Because you are father of the boys. You were father of the boys. You used to make young men feel fine. According to people then, I was never, that's your fan, but a lot of young men got cash then before now. Taking them out of the streets and making them men. That was why I started liking you. Then you were not the president. So, President Ahmed Tinubu, I don't want you to take that on your neck. Because this generation, they are going wilder. Even here in the States, you can imagine President Donald Trump said, the first time in the history of America that they have the youth voted 36% of his votes were youth. So now President Donald Trump's government is full of the youth. So what are you learning from there? Now, that is the man in Burkina Faso is a young man, is a youth. He's just 30-something years old. When I heard about his age, I said, look at, this man is just my son's age. So I can say that man there is my son. I have submitted my own. I said, give us good road. Those ones are just by the way for now. Open factories. This giving arms dice to people cannot solve it because in the first place, you don't have light. Even if you give a youth, one youth, 5 million, all the youth in Nigeria, 5 million to go and do business. The 5 million will finish in less than 1 month. Why? Because in the process of buying fuel, buying diesel, because there's no business you run without light. There's no light in Nigeria. So President Tinubu, the only way Nigeria will succeed is for the government to open factories and run the factories by the government, and the factories will, all the people that are paid in the factory will make money from the factory and pay their taxes to the government, and everything will start running smoothly in the country. That's the only thing we need. Don't give arms. Don't say youth empowerment. If you empower them with 5 million each, that 5 million will finish in less than 1 month. What is 5 million? By the time you take, by the time you pay flight ticket from Lagos to Abuja twice, 1 million had gone. So 1 million had gone. The 4 other million. How about the house you will pay? How about the lights? How about the things you will buy? 5 million is gone. And who is going to patronize when there's no money in the country? So don't send any youth. Come, listen to me, all the youth in Nigeria. Don't accept any money from anybody that you want to go and do business. What business? Who is going to patronize you in the business? Is it not human beings? When the other human beings do not have money, how would they patronize you? And the government will say, I have given the youth of Nigeria, each of them 5 million. And the 5 million is gone in the country. So, that is, the country will swallow the 5 million because there's no light. There's no good road. Before you hire a car from here to here, you are going to pay $2,000 or $3,000. I mean, naira. By the time you pay $3,000 to hire a car because of bad road, by the time, in short, the country is in a mess. Is in a 0 points. So right now, we need the government to wake up. We don't need any arms. We don't need any help. We don't need anything they call empowerment anymore. No empowerment. You can only empower somebody that had been empowered or that was doing something and yet that thing was not standing very well. You empower the person to stand. This one, they are doing nothing, just nothing. This girl has nothing to do. Millions of youth, they have nothing. So you want to empower them to do what? To eat. When they eat now, how about tomorrow? How about their children? I think I'm running out of my time. I want to say this. Thank you, Uncle P, for coming. Please share this very video for others to hear. My submission about the NYSC girl. Number one, everybody should put your ears down. Watch. Nigerian government want to close her mouth by giving her job. Please, young lady, refuse the job. Nobody have said this in all the videos I've been watching. Right? I do not just come and rant nonsense. Number one, young lady, don't take the job they want to give to you. Because they're not going to do you nothing. They're not going to buy you. It's a lie. They cannot buy you. They will not buy you. You see, Nnamdi Kanu, they could not buy Nnamdi Kanu because Nnamdi Kanu become a national and international case. National and international property. Nnamdi Kanu is national and international property. So if, peradventure, God forbid, anything should happen, everybody want to know that is to see the point to the end, what happened to him. So they cannot buy Nnamdi Kanu, and God will not allow them to buy him. But I want to say why I make this video today is because of Showore. Showore, I thank you very much. I respect you. But that Nnamdi Kanu thing that you dumped Nnamdi Kanu, just by the way, I saw it coming. I said when I saw that very video then, I said this man is coming for popularity because nobody heard about you then again. You had gone into this and they closed you down. But you came, when people know you again, you dash and left Nnamdi. Like I said, people that never had me, I said Nnamdi Kanu said they should run Nigeria as it was run in the 70s. That was the one I picked in everything he was saying. Then again, as I said, he wants his own, that's Igbo nation, since nobody wants to listen to him. Anybody has the right to decide who he wants to be. For example, I said it again, a child can wake up today and disown the father. The father can disown the child. They all go their separate way. Those are children that you born with your womb. So saying I don't want to belong in this territory again is not a crime. But if it is a crime, it is not written in the Nigerian constitution. So Nnamdi Kanu case was Nnamdi Kanu case. Now this girl case has come. Girl, I want to tell you, the Nigerian government cannot buy you. Nobody can buy you. NYSC will not buy you. Number two, Uncle Ahmed Tinubu, my president, sack that woman. She's the one that has brought you into this very controversy. She's the one that has brought you into all this talk. At least you would have drink your water, drop cup. But this woman is the cause of all this problem. But God knows why it happens. So you guys should not try to give her a job. It will not work. Young lady, don't accept that job. It will be a trap for you. Because in the first place, that job, you may not be paid as you were supposed to be paid because you were taken by bribery. Because that would be bribery if you accept their job. God used you to speak to millions of people in Nigeria. You think that you are only speaking for the NYSC. No, God used you. And I pray this very talk here will not stop here on social media. We should do better. I'll always bring Burkina Faso. Look at Mali. Malian has paid all their debts. They are standing on their own. Then we that claim to be giants of Africa. Shame. Una shame, they catch me. I'm telling you the truth. In this case, I'm not blaming President Ahmed Tinubu because God made me to hear very well that women are the problem. Are you getting me? Women are the problem. Potiphar's wife would have destroyed the life of Potiphar if not that God saved Joseph in the prison for a purpose. So women can build, women can destroy. Esther served her people. Deborah served her people. A lot of women in the Bible, even in the Quran, a lot of women used to go in front, fight war, and deliver their land. Madam Tinubu, God say he allow your husband to be there because of you, not because of your husband, not because he was smart, not because it was his turn, according to how he was saying, or Rico, something like that in Yoruba. Please, guys, let us watch for this girl, this NYSC girl, so that God will finish what he has started. So let me play last before we go.
People are going through so much, and some of you just sit down and you're just doing nonsense. Let me just, for those of you who probably have not seen the video that this lady did, that this so-called the NYC lady is calling to threaten her, and she said a lot of them have been calling her to threaten her to take down the video. Just take a look at this.
I genuinely feel so overwhelmed, and I feel like if a lot of Nigerians come out and start speaking on what we are actually going through, then maybe changes will be made in the government. Don't you guys think? And this video, I just want to say to our president, I don't know if there have been any other president that is terrible, but you are such a terrible president. It is so hard.
Okay, you see, Nigerians, you see where that girl said terrible. Let me say one thing that people do not really understand. People claim that they've gone to school. People claim that they are university graduates. They have masters. Like our president, we all know, they say he has a master in this, master in that, blah, 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 PhD on that. Fine. If our president had all this, and all the politicians in Nigeria, they all had what they claim to have. Even the NYC woman. If somebody said if you have been a terrible president, she's not referring to the president. She's referring to the management of the country. She's referring to the action. She's not referring to the president. She did not say, Tinubu, you are a terrible person. It's just like a child, that's a child telling the father, Daddy, don't be silly. Don't be silly is not a curse. Don't be silly is not insult. Don't be silly is not an insult. Mama, don't be silly is not an insult. A child can say that. A younger person can say that to an older person. It's not a curse. It's an advice, or is a heads up. She's giving you guys a heads up of what is about to happen. Please don't do it. Don't be this. Don't. It's a heads up. It's a heads up of something that is about to happen. She foresee it and advise. So it's not a curse. She's saying terrible, that Tinubu, this very action has been the most terrible thing she has ever seen. She's not referring, she did not say, Tinubu, I hate you. You are a terrible human being. You are this. She never said that. She's talking about the management. She's referring the action to the action, not to the man himself. I don't know if I'm making a point. So the NYSC, please, Uncle Tinubu, sack her. I am of that opinion. Nigerians, let us all wake up and talk about that is dismissing that woman from NYSC, whatever, if she's the manager or she's the commissioner or whatever. Let her be taken down. That job does not fit her. A person that takes care of children these people, these NYSC students, they are people that have just left their teenage. A lot of them got into university when they were 16. Some will come out of NYSC when they are 22. So they are still in that very periphery of being, that is youth. They are still children. So she is supposed to know better that these people, they are training and everything. They are trained like army. They are trained like paramilitaries. So they speak their hearts. They say what is the truth. Our president said, if he does not go, if he does not achieve all these things in the space of 1 year, people should accuse him, call him all kinds of names. And this guy did not say, Tinubu, you are. He said, this management right here is a terrible thing that she has never seen in her life. A crate of egg for $6,000, 6,000 naira. What pains me most is that in Nigeria, You allow people to come and stay. God bless the Burkina Faso president, Captain Ibrahim.
Unto him be glory in the church by Christ Jesus throughout all ages, world without end. Amen.
God bless Captain Ibrahim. Captain Ibrahim, you cannot start. That is, how can you come? The things and the laws that man has kept in his country make all the white people, you size yourself because you are a stranger in my land. You cannot start coming and push me around. How can people start comparing Nigerian price with American price? How would people be paying your workers in Nigeria with dollars? That is the problem we are having. Instead of the government to wake up and start stopping those kind of things in Nigeria, they are going against people that are trying to survive. Because this crate of egg, that is 6,000 in Naira. I mean, that's in Naira. I know they have sat down and said, how much is egg? They will Google and see egg in America right now is, let me see. They will say egg right now, 24 crate of egg is right now is $12. Okay, $12 times 1,700. Hey, we should be selling egg 20,000. Okay, let us just calm down. Let's sell it for 5,000 or 6,000. When people start thinking like that, it makes me sick. You know why? A lot of people in America are using what they call food stamps. Food stamps is a food given to the people by the government. A lot of people go to where they call food bank, where they go and collect food. People that are not earning money, people that have a very little money monthly, they go to food bank to collect food. A lot of people have what they call food stamps because they cannot afford to buy food. That is given by the government. So if they sell egg right now because of what happened, because of this thing that just, what is going on right now, does not mean that that is how the egg will be. There was a time during COVID time, egg was $12. But after COVID, the whole thing dropped back, guys, to $3, to $4. Right now, that is at kick up again because of the situation right now. Because Uncle T said people should go back to where they come from. Are you getting my point? So they are looking for farmers within. And the Ukraine war or whatever. So all those things are when you put them in place, you see that we have there's this reason why these things have gone up a little bit. But in Nigeria, what is the reason? Uncle Tinubu, they said it is the subsidy that you have removed. All the market people are saying because there's no fuel. So what are you doing about it? To make sure those things come down. Have a task force. If you check that it is not the fuel that is causing this inflation, you now have a task force. Give all these market people, there's a timeline that I give you people 2 months to finish your old stock. From next month, everything will be this price. You cannot do that. Is that too hard for you to do? Is that too hard for you to do? Because when they give advice, you wake up and do the advice. You see things working out. We are the citizens. We are the ones that are here. We know what it takes to live. You are up there. Then listen to people that are here because you come to serve us. You come to serve the citizens, not to serve yourself, not to serve your house, not to serve your son or your children. Uncle Tinubu, I've never been had this hard with you before, but I thank God I've never insulted you. But if it comes for me to say things that are very horrible, I can say it because it's here. My lister generator, I don't know what's wrong with these people. Please get off my phone. My lister generator, I cannot have a diesel on it for the past 1 year plus. Because diesel is just like buying a plot of land in Nigeria. So where are we heading to? So this girl has cried her heart out so that I will not deviate from this girl's matter. Please, Nigerians, don't keep quiet. They will call this girl aside to close her mouth because she's an asset to Nigerians. Girl, God bless you. God will keep you. God will keep you. God will keep you. Don't allow anybody to tell you, run out of Nigeria. Go, because a lot of people come. Because they want to. Because this one thing again, Nigerians, listen to me. Any great person in Nigeria that wants to come out and do something, they want to seal the person's mouth and ask the person to go on exile, to go and become a slave. My young girl, don't go to anywhere. That's your country, and you are going to be somebody in that same country. Watch. I don't come to rant nonsense. Because people here, like I've said, a lot of people are doctors, they come here, they are nobody. In America, right here, once you cross that place and come here, you come back and become a zero person and start your life all over again. If you don't know that, know it. Don't let anybody lie to you. I know a lot of lawyers that are home health caretaker today in this America. I mean lawyers that have gone to school, finished their everything and have office in Nigeria. Today, they are not lawyers anymore. Because if you come, you have to go to school again and all over. You can look at if you are 30-something, 40-something years when you are here. You look at the years before you finish all those things and start all over again. My dear, you want to do something optional because they will still pay you more money or some money that will still keep you on. So you see that people that are coming here are still slaves. Time has come for Africans to wake up because God said that Africa is where the Western world will be running to. And it's happening. It is happening. When I see people that are frustrated back home before they left and ran to Europe or ran to America or run to Asian countries saying, don't go to Nigeria, don't go to Africa again. I know that those people, they have poo in the church and use the Bible to clean their, wipe their, that's anus. That's why they are running. So don't follow such people. Country where you're from is a country where you will build. Go and build your nation. Don't follow those boys that have taken people's money and ran. A lot of people, a lot of young men, they have done wrong back home. Today, they are outside. They cannot come back. But now, a lot of countries will start asking us to go home because Burkina Faso has opened a lot of Western world eyes that Africa can stand on their own. Thank you very much, guys. So that I will not be late to go back to this thing that I found myself in, which I'm going to draw myself out. So draw yourself out. Thank you very much, guys. And please share this video. It may be long, but I know I've been seeing people being on live 5 hours, 10 hours, but I can only do this 45 for 1 hour. Thank you. I love you guys. Please, young lady, don't follow them. Uncle Tinubu, open factories. No more. In short, any politician that comes out to say, I want to do that's empowerment, you guys stone them. I am saying that they don't say do any other thing or stone them. Let them carry their empowerment, go and sit down. Let them open factories, jobs for the youth, jobs for old people like us. You see, a lot of us will go home and start clocking in, stay in your job, produce for the country, take your paycheck, pay tax to the government. The country will start running. Look at Burkina Faso. I'll always be mentioning that. Thank you. God bless you guys. Bye.